Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a fun video planned for today, and today we're going to be doing like a little spring date day. It is Friday, which is my day off, and I need to get out of the house. I've been cooped up for way too long and I haven't done anything fun. So we're going to go out of our comfort zone today and have a little spring date day, solo date day. This is definitely, like I said, out of my comfort zone. I'm usually not one to go shopping by myself. I have a few things planned, so we'll see what all we get up to. We're going to start with going thrifting. There's 3 different stores that we're going to go to off the top of my head. Because I do live in the country, we do have to drive a little bit. There is one small one in town. I need to see what the hours are because that's the first one I'm hoping to get, and then the other 2 are about 30 minutes away. But I thought it would be fun to just have a little date together. I think it's kind of funny because I've been seeing like spring dates and like spring resets videos on YouTube, and it makes me laugh because most people are, you know, having an experiencing like a cold winter, I guess you could say, and are getting like a glimpse of warm weather, whereas here in Texas, it's already so hot. So my spring date day is going to be doing some stuff before it gets too hot. So that is what we're going to be doing today in this video. So I hope you guys are interested, and if you are, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first little mom and pop, not retail store, but thrift store that I was going to go to was closed for some reason. I looked online and it said it was going to be open at 10, and then I pulled up at like 10:15 and like the gate to get in was closed. So don't know what's going on with that, but that was a bust. But we just made it to the second one. This is like a chain thrift store that we have here, and then there is, I think there's 1 or 2 little like mom and pop places in this little area too. So depending on how this goes, we will kind of bounce around. But I will say there's a lot of cars here. It does look busy, so I don't know how much, if any, filming I'll really be able to do, but obviously I'll show you guys anything I do end up getting. But with that being said, let's go ahead and go into thrift store number 1 on our little solo date day. Hi guys, okay, so it's about 11:30 and I just got out of 3 different thrift stores. They were honestly really busy, I guess probably because it's like a Friday morning, I assume. So definitely couldn't really film because like most of the places were like people crammed everywhere and it was just not the vibe. But I did find a couple things, not as much as I was hoping, to be honest, but that's okay. If you cannot tell by my red cheeks, it is getting quite hot outside. My initial plan of eating lunch in the park, I think, is going to get X-nayed because it's hot. It's like almost 80 degrees already, which is just makes me very nervous for summer because it's just the beginning of April. But what I do think is I'm going to go to Starbucks and get like a cool little drink, which I don't do very often, but I'm treating myself on this little date day. And then I want to go over to Marshall's and Target and see if we can find any like cute and expensive spring decor. We'll see if we find anything. I'm trying to not spend a whole lot of money today, so we'll see. But that being said, let's go get us a little drink.
Welcome to Starbucks. What can I start for you?
Hi, can I get a grande strawberry refresher with light ice?
Strawberry ice refreshment?
Yes, a grande with light ice, please.
I gotcha. And did you want that with water or lemonade?
Water, please.
Water. Anything else for you?
That will be it.
Right, speed 514.
Thank you. Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you? Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well, thanks.
Okay, so it's actually the next day. Today we are going to tackle this little garden situation behind me. If you've been here for a while, you know I've been trying to do this for months and months on end, but today is the first day. I'm not going to say we're going to finish it all today, but we're going to start. We're going to start with doing like the little black plastic on here as like the flattener to help kill all these weeds. Jacob just weed eated this like 2 days ago and it already looks like this because the weeds here are terrible. I also want to preface, I have no idea what I'm doing, so please don't come for me. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go. But the first thing we're going to do is line this whole thing with the little black weed killer stuff, and then we're going to go get some soil and maybe some plants to put in these pots here. I am no gardener by any means, but we're going to see if I can make this area kind of cute-ish. So that being said, let's go ahead and get to laying down the plastic. That right there is just one bag, and I only got 5, so I definitely think we're gonna need more, but I'm gonna start with just kind of spreading out the 5 that I have, and then we'll go from there. But I definitely underestimated how much soil I'm gonna need, so oopsies. This is what I said, we're just learning as we go. Not the cows thinking this is cute. I think the shaking bag is cute. That's funny. Okay, definitely should have got more than 5, but that's how it's looking so far. I think we'll probably get another 5 bags because I also want to use it for, get out of there, the pots when I get back that we have over here, which I don't know if you can see them that I'm wanting to put in here. So definitely underestimated how much this was going to take, and it's starting to get really hot because it's like 2 in the afternoon, so probably gonna call it a day. Maybe I'll run either tonight to go get more or in the morning possibly. I know it's gonna rain this weekend, so not too sure, but this is how it's looking so far. This spring date day is now going to be going on 3 days, so definitely going to probably have to change the title of this video and somehow get these dogs to stop walking through here because that's going to be an issue. But anyways, that is all for today. This is not for you. I don't know what you think you're getting. Goodness gracious. Hey guys, so it's actually been probably about a week since I last filmed because I didn't get enough soil. So this morning I have been up and at 'em, and I went and got 5 bags of soil, which hopefully is enough to finish this up. And then I did pick out some plants, which I'm excited about. So we are going to go ahead and finish putting in the soil, and I'm hoping to only use 3 of the 5 bags I got because I want to use the other 2 for the actual plants themselves. So I'm probably just gonna quickly do like a little time lapse of me putting in the rest of the soil and raking it out, and then I'll show you guys the plants that I got. But I'll go ahead and also put in the footage that I got from this morning from going to do all of the fun little plant shopping. That is a loaded back seat, if you can see. We've got groceries, soil, and probably 3 different plants that I'll show you guys when we get home. But on the way home, that was quite an ordeal, but we did it. Okay, so I got an Indian hawthorn because I've heard that they do really, really well with a lot of sun. And then I got this one on clearance. I think it's a geranium. Yeah, it's not looking super great, but we'll see if we can come back to life. Some marigolds, and then just like this little daisy. And then I have these 3 big pots and 2 smaller pots, but we're gonna start with putting the Indian hawthorn, the biggest one, in this tan pot. I don't love this one, like the look of the barrel, so I don't know if we're gonna keep it. But right now what I'm thinking is the Indian hawthorn in this big one, and then in here we'll put either the geranium or the marigold, maybe the geranium because it's kind of bigger, and then in the 2 little ones, which are inside, I'll have to go get, we'll put the marigold and the daisy. I also just want to preface this by saying I don't really know what I'm doing, but we're just experimenting, and if it's a fail, it's a fail. So that being said, let's go ahead and try to pot these. All right, let's put on our gloves and see about trying to pull out whatever the heck was in here a million years ago, because this is old. Okay, now we're gonna fill this about halfway with fresh soil. Kind of flatten her out. Let's see if we can take some out. And then we're gonna try and gently get this out and re-put her in here. This is definitely what I'm worried about. All right, and then I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's like a little gap around, so we're gonna try and fill that. We might take her out and fill it up a little bit more so it's got a tiny bit more height. I don't know, actually, it might be fine. I'm gonna take the tag off though. Okay, so she is all done. All the plants are plotted. Plants are potted. So we are going to go ahead and put everything in here, including the little decorations I have, water the plants, and we will be done. Yay. So I think I'm going to start with putting in the biggest plants first, which will be first the Indian hawthorn. So let's go ahead and figure out a spot for her. helpers are slacking off. All right, here is what it is looking like so far with my daisy girl in the background. So I've got my fake daisy little metal thing, the plants, the, what is it, gazing ball, and then the little decor. The daisy one's over here just because it's so small. I don't really know what to do with it yet, but if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. But oh my gosh, I'm very proud with how this looks. It might be busy, I don't know. I almost kind of wish I did put some of them in the ground and not all of them in pots, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and water them and then clean up and call this a success.